Hello everybody, this is a series learning how to drive. I'm going to leave it to
Me?
Kane Aiden to teach you how to drive a car.
Well, I can't teach you how to drive a car because I'm not a qualified instructor, but what would you like to know is the question.
Well, some people probably want to know, how do you drive a manual car?
Do you know what, believe it or not, the manual itself is not hard. Like, that's not the hard part. The whole thing with driving is other people. So most of your time driving is spent just looking at other people on the road because you don't know what other people are going to do in cars. So, you know, you might think, well, they're signaling this way, they're going to turn that way. There's no guarantee they'll turn that way. So it's anticipating what other people will be doing and where they're going to be. The actual driving on the manual itself is quite easy. Like, you don't notice the gears and stuff and the change and whatnot because you do it so many times. It becomes like second nature. It's a big stick.
But you know the big issue is, what a person is how do you get into first gear?
Well, that's what your instructor will teach you is, you know, I'm not going to tell you how to get into first gear. I'm just going to tell you what to do if you was like couldn't get out of first gear and you're stuck. You're like, I don't want to be panicking. So, the first thing is don't panic. Like, so no matter what you're doing is
So if a person goes into like second gear, they're slowing down, when did they know to go back into first gear? Or if they're going into that third gear, how did they know to go back to the second gear? By listening by the sound of the engine?
Well, them kind of things the car tells you what to do. So like, it makes noises, it vibrates, it tells you like something needs to change. So if you're in the wrong gear, you're going too slow for your gear you've selected, it will be like you know, it shakes quite hard. It's telling you maybe change down. A lot of modern cars have a little arrow on the dash that says like change down, shift down gear, but that kind of stuff comes with experience. So the more you drive on the road, the more you realise, oh, I know this, I can do this.
And sometimes when you do slow down, especially when you want to when you want to go from like probably like third into second, you probably want to use when you want to use the car as like like an engine brake. When you want to slow the car down, but I know if you take the clutch off too fast, the car will jump and go dum. So you have to let it out slowly, and the car will slow down if you're going to use it as an engine brake, right?
I think the trick to that kind of stuff is just taking your time. You might see like quick shifting and like loads of fast stuff happening everywhere, but you don't have to do that. You know, you drive the road. You know, you don't let other people drive you. So if the road is unsuitable to be doing all this fast manoeuvres and it's quite tight, just take your time. Be slow. Yeah, other drivers might be like horning and bibbing at you, but that's not the problem. That's just because of their, you know, some people's impatience. So I would say don't let other people rush you, and don't feel like you need to be advanced and go really like quickly and change gears quickly and get there like fast, because that's not what driving's about. It's about being safe more than anything. So I don't know if I answered the question because I completely forgot. I'm obviously concentrating on the road.
I say it's been answered. It's been answered.
But you know, I don't know if you can hear the car right now. If I'm in second gear, if I slow down too much, the car will start to shake and be like,
yeah, you get vibrate.
Maybe we should change gear. Okay, let's change gear. So it's not like the end of the world. It's not be like it's done for. Yes, it's probably not good for the engine, but it's not going to be the end of the road for that engine a couple of times. You know, you're not going to destroy the engine because you haven't changed gear on time, one time, perfectly, every time. And I think a lot of people panic when they drive. They especially when they think of manuals. They go, manuals, got to learn all the gears. The gears don't change. They're the same place all the time. So once you learn where they are, they're always going to be there. Like, you don't have to learn a brand new location for all these gears. You know, and I think that's what we forget, is that, you know, it's instinct at some point. Once you've done it enough times, it becomes, oh, I know where that is, I can do that.
It's literally, how can I say, it's like getting it into your subconscious mind where it just has happened automatically. It's more of an automated thing.
And that's exactly what I say about passing your test as well. A lot of people ask, like, how did you pass the test the first time? And most people fail because they didn't see something. Like, something was missed.
Or overthinking too much.
Yeah, they overthink and they didn't see. And usually you fail because of a safety miss. So, like, they didn't do a shoulder check, didn't check the mirrors enough. So my advice for that is just check your mirrors a lot. You know, you can look at them when you're driving as well. Like you don't have to be fixated on one of them, but you can just have a look. You know, you turn in, check the mirrors again, because you don't know what's happening around you. And again, don't rush your turns or manoeuvres, because it takes a split second for you to be like, oh, there's no one there, and just turn, and then a bicycle has appeared from the side, and bad stuff happens. Any other questions?
Nope. Everything's been answered. If
you have any more questions, make sure you leave them in the comments below. I will try to answer them as best as I can. You know, I'm not an instructor, I'm just someone that drives and takes my time driving. My rules in the car, especially when they all get in the car with me, is don't backseat drive and I don't speed. So I go the speed limit, and I don't like them commenting on my driving, even though everyone that wants to comment on my driving. So yeah, any questions, put in the comments below, and we'll talk to you soon.
Peace out.
Peace.